Most people make online business way harder than it needs to be. The truth, it only takes about 4 things to start. And in this video, I'm going to break it down so even a 12-year-old could follow along. You don't need a course or a coach or some crazy expensive tech stack, just this simple roadmap. And if you want me to go deeper into any section that I show you today, hit the subscribe button and comment part 2 down below, and I'll break it down further. Let's simplify this once and for all. Most advice in what you see online is going to try to overcomplicate something that honestly is not rocket science, because people can capitalize on your confusion. So what you need to understand is the 30,000-foot view of what online business actually is and how to get started. And I'm not here to sell you some course or some mastermind. I'm here to give you simple strategies that have worked for me, and this channel is filled with that. So don't expect some upsell at the end of this. This is to help you understand the exact steps and stages that online business actually requires and how you can start understanding how to set it up for yourself. So let's jump into the actual core of this content. Now, the first thing you need in step 1 is a product. That's it. You can't make money online without having something to sell. It sounds pretty self-explanatory. And this is what I want to explain in this video. Online business is not rocket science. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not easy to go through the path of being a business owner, but it's not rocket science to get started. So let's break it down. First thing that you need. First thing that you need is a product. Now, this product can be just about anything. It could be a physical product. This is stuff like t-shirts, tools, supplements. It could also be a digital product. Digital products can be PDFs, ebooks, courses, Notion templates, whole wide variety of things. Or it could be a service. Services could be copywriting, design, coaching, etc. So the first thing that you need to do is choose a product. Now, either category that it's in, whether it's a physical, digital, or a service, it can work online. It's just about how you market it. And there are so many tested strategies on how to find the best product and make sure that they're trending and that they have market demand. So if you do want to see more information on how to actually find a service or product to sell, comment part 2 down below and I'll make a detailed breakdown of how you can actually find the product. But step 1, you need something to sell. Step 2, you need a place to sell it. You need the destination that you're going to send them. So let's write it down. Step 2 is you need a destination. So a destination could be a lot of different things. A destination could be a website, it could be a storefront, it could be a funnel, and just about any place else that you would actually go and sell a product. You could also make it as simple as just having a social media page that people send in inquiries. So it could be a form. Don't complicate the destination. The only thing that it actually needs to do is showcase your product and have a place where people can pay for it. Now, there's a million different strategies, just like everything that I'm explaining in this video, on how to optimize your destination, but you need to understand the stages. So step 1 is you need a product. Step 2 is you need a place to sell that product. And step 3 is you need a way to deliver the product. Now, this could be a wide range of different things, and there's a lot of tools and tech out there that can help you with this. Now, if you're just starting out, I personally use a software called Rubic Management. It has basically everything you need to start your business. It's very affordable for most online business owners, so it's a great place to start your research if you want to start implementing tech. Now, there are different delivery methods depending on what you want to actually deliver and what product you're selling. So number 3 is you need to deliver your product. Now, depending on which one you choose, whether it's a physical product or a digital or a service-based, it changes how you deliver your product. Because a physical product, you actually need to ship. So you need to understand logistics, and you could do this whether it's the drop shipping model or you're housing your own inventory. It doesn't matter, but you need to know how to ship that product. If it's a digital product, it works a little bit differently. It can actually be automated for the most part using automations via email or SMS. And if it's a service, that's where you actually have to complete a service for your client. So that's where they go through more of a customer journey. And like I said, all of this can be automated with a lot of different tools like Rubic Management. And that's how you actually grow and scale, is delivering high quality results. So step 1 is you need a product. Step 2 is you need a place to sell that product. And step 3 is you need to deliver that product, because you have to make sure that you're delivering on your promises. So like I said, It's not rocket science. There's only one other stage in order to get your business off the ground and start going. But it does take time to master each one of these stages. So this is to help you get a full picture of what it takes. And then in this channel, we dive very deep into all of these strategies and how you can implement it. So if you want to learn more about it, hit the subscribe button and watch a couple more of these videos. Now, step 4. Step 4 is probably one of the most important parts. Step 4 is your traffic. How do you get eyeballs on your service? And there's a million different strategies to do this, but let's write it down. Number 4 is you need traffic. Now, traffic, like I said, there's a million different strategies on how to do this. There's paid ads, there's organic social media, there's SEO, there's PR, there's word of mouth, and so many other great strategies that you can use. But where I see so many people drop the ball when they're building their business online is they try to do all of these at one time. You need to choose which one that you can start with and implement it until you get a lot of sales. And what I personally don't recommend, especially for a lot of people just starting out, is don't go dump a ton of money in ads. In my experience, ads only work for 2 reasons. One, you have a lot of time and a lot of money to run a lot of testing and learn how to run ads. Or number 2, you already have an existing follower base and you're trying to convert those followers into actual clients. So if you don't have either of those 2 things, I would recommend focusing on these. I would recommend focusing on word of mouth because this is your friends and your family, people that you should be able to at least get to try your product. So friends and family. The other one I would highly recommend is SEO. Now, SEO is complex for most people, but really it consists of blogs and keywords. Blogs and keywords are really the only 2 things that this entails. So when you're going through SEO, what you want to do is provide value. Make a blog. Start posting about value-driven topics that also lead back to your product. And those are the 2 I would recommend most for how to actually start a business, especially if you're in the beginning. And we have 3 very great videos on this channel that break down word of mouth marketing and how to drive people telling stories. We also break down SEO and how to drive real value through blogs and posts. So make sure to watch those 2 videos as well if you want a detailed breakdown on traffic. So now let's recap. You now know the 30,000 foot view of what online business is. And don't get confused. And you may have watched this video and said, man, I think I know most of this stuff. This sounds pretty basic because I want it to feel basic. Because like I said, it's not rocket science. It's not easy to build a business, but you shouldn't be overcomplicated and oversold on something that honestly is not a hard concept to grasp. There's really only 4 things. So let's re-break it down. Number 1, you have a product. This product needs to get eyeballs on it. So how do you get eyeballs? You go to step 2, traffic. Traffic will bring eyeballs to your business. Now you go into step 3. You need a destination. So the destination is where they actually purchase the product. And once you have the destination, all you need is number 4, which is delivery. So each of these stages are very important, but you have to understand which one to prioritize. The biggest priority is having a product. Having a high quality product that you can sell, that has market demand, and that you can actually deliver on. So don't go out there and try to sell something that you've never done, especially if it's a service-based. If you're promising someone results and you don't know how to get those results, you're not going to have a business for too long. So my recommendation is product, then focus on delivery, because delivery is what actually keeps driving word of mouth and builds sustainability. The next one is your traffic, and then your destination. I see so many people, especially in the beginning, focus all of their effort on building this super fancy website. But the funny part is I've seen businesses make millions of dollars and their website honestly looks like crap because it doesn't matter the destination if you can master the other 3. Focus on number 1, product, number 2, delivery, number 3, traffic, and number 4, destination. And that's what your priorities need to be when you start an online business. Focus on your product first, then focus on how to deliver that product in the fastest and best way. Then figure out how to get more eyeballs on that product and then optimize your destination. So it's not rocket science. And I hope this cleared up all of the complexity of how people explain starting a business online, because this is it. This is your simple blueprint and roadmap on how to start a business. And like I said, each one has a lot of different strategies and it does take time to master, but now you understand what you need to start on and how you can prioritize which one. So if you found this valuable, make sure to subscribe to this channel. And if you want to see more detailed breakdowns on any of these different categories, drop in the comments part 2 and which category you want to see more of. And we'd be happy to film that and show you exactly how to do it with no fluff, no courses, and no upsells. We'll see you in the next video. Cheers.